From now on, for 10 minutes, I will meditate on muscles and radiate loving kindness without any movement. And with that determination, we can gently, lovingly notice the flat piece of flesh at the top of the head. We allow it to be heavy and changing. We continue to the forehead, eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, ears, back of the head, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the head to be heavy. And if you cannot feel them, whether they are heavy or not, check whether there is an ant or itch or a fly or anything sitting there, but only by your mind, without looking, without touching, without moving. And we continue to the neck, shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, fingers, tips of fingers, chest, abdomen, back, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the upper part of the body to be heavy. We continue to the buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, heels, soles, toes, tips of toes, and we allow all of the muscles and flesh throughout the body to be heavy. And we enjoy that heaviness. We allow that heaviness to grow, so the body is even heavier and heavier. But we do not change our posture, and we are very careful to keep the back erect. Now, as we give freedom to the body to be the way it is, we can enjoy our freedom from worry about the body. So enjoy that freedom and see if there is peace. What is peace? Well, answer yourself according to your experience. Peace is when we do not have anger, when we do not worry, when we are satisfied. So let's observe this peace, this state of peace that we gain as we allow the nature of the body to be the way it is. Now, as we have achieved peace, let's share it with others. If you feel like you did not achieve peace, then you can share with others the fact that you have clothes, that you get food, that you have roof above your head, a place to live. Many living beings do not have that. So it is something we can wish them, we can allow them. If you have achieved peace in your mind, well, then you can share with other living beings your peace in the mind. You can wish them to enjoy that peace also. So we start in our room. We do not force, we do not expect others to be in peace. We just allow them to have it. And if they can have it, they will. So in our minds, voicelessly, we will repeat a sentence again and again. May all beings in this room be in peace. May all beings in this room be in peace. And we will gradually expand our thought of loving kindness. May all beings in this building be in peace. May all beings in this village or city be in peace. May all beings in this country be in peace. May all beings on this continent, yours is America, mine is Asia, be in peace. May all beings on this planet be in peace. May all beings, including me, be in peace. Now, as we are radiating loving kindness to all beings, including ourselves, we watch what is the mind doing. as it is radiating loving kindness. We are curious, how does this radiation happen? How does this loving kindness happen? Now, because the time for this sitting is finished, let's make the last determination in our minds voicelessly. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. From now on, I will always be mindful and shine with loving kindness. And with that determination, we can slowly, mindfully change the way of our sitting. Andre, does Edward meditate every day? Edward, do you meditate every day? Edward, do you hear me? So can you reply to me? I'm not hearing anything from you. Excuse me? So Edward, the question is, do you meditate every day? And you have two options. You can answer yes, or you can answer no. So which answer do you choose? No, I don't hear you at all. No, I really don't hear you. I think you need to come closer to the microphone. Did you say you're not sure? Okay, no Venerable Sir, right? Is that what you said? The sound is not clear at all. I think it would be very nice if each of you can have separate device so that I can hear you better and you can be closer to the device.
No Venerable Sir.
Okay, so I would like to ask Andre to be the teacher, to be the meditation teacher for his younger brother, and I will teach you how to teach. Andre, if you want to teach your younger brother to meditate, you will need to start from little. You will need to ask your younger brother to meditate just 1 minute and make sure that he doesn't move. If he moves, well, then it means that it was not successful, so next day again he needs to meditate just 1 minute. And like this every day he needs to meditate just 1 minute, and the important thing is not to be in peace or to be concentrated. No, the important thing is that he doesn't move at all. Okay, that's the point. And then if he can succeed for 3 or 5 days, every day without any movement for 1 minute, then you can ask him to meditate 2 minutes. Okay, and you need to be sitting in front of your brother and you need to check whether he's moving or not. If he's moving just very little bit, it's no problem. It's important that he doesn't move his hands and that he doesn't move his legs. If he moves his head like this is also not okay. But if he moves a little bit, it's no problem. Alright? Think about yourself, how much you move in meditation. Sometimes we move a little, that's no problem. And then when he can do 2 minutes for 3 days or 5 days every day, well, then you can increase to 3 minutes. Now, if in 3 minutes, if he fails again and again, well, then you need to decrease again to 2 minutes. Okay? So then again, if he can do 2 minutes for 3-5 days every day, well, then you can increase it again to 3 minutes. And like this, gradually you increase until you get 10 minutes. So it can take even months before your brother gets there, but it's worth it. No problem with that. Okay, expect that it will take 1 year, and then you do not worry at all. Okay, so Andre, do you have specific time when you will meditate together?
Yes.
When will that be?
Yes, red times.
When will it be?
Like nighttime.
Nighttime? Exactly at what time? Hmm?
After 4.
So after 4 you have 4:30, and then you have 5, then you have 5:30. So what do you choose? 5:30? 4:30? Okay. So now you have it arranged 4:30 p.m., right? Every day? Okay. Are you sure you will be at home every day at that time?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, then that's good. So it's just 1 minute. This will not be so difficult. So even if you're busy with your homeworks or anything, still it's worth it to take 5 minutes off your homework and help your brother to do his 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay, I think before your brother can do 3 minutes, it will take at least about 1 month. So be patient and no hurry. It's enough time. All right. So let's move on to our chanting. So I will ask everyone to unmute yourself and to keep your hands together. So I will say Yamahang Vadami Tang Vadeta, which means repeat after me, and you can then reply Ama Bhante. Yamahang Vadami Tang Vadeta. So now you can repeat after me. Aham Bhante. Disaranena Saha. Panchasilang Dhammang Yajami. Anuggahang Katva. Silang Deta Me Bhante. Anukampang Upadaya. Dutiyampi Aham Bhante. Tisaranena Saha. Panchasilang Dhammang Yajami.
Panchasilam Dhammayachami.
Anuggahang katva Silang deta me bhante
Silam Detami Bante.
Anukampang upadaya
Anukampan Upadaya.
Tatiyampi aham bhante
Tiyapiyaham Bante.
Tisaranena saha
Isaranini Saha.
Panchasilang dhammang yajami
Panchasilam Dhammayachami.
Anuggahang katva
Anukampan Katva.
Silang deta me bhante
Silam Detami Bante.
Anukampang upadaya
Anukampan Upadaya.
Namo tassa bhagavato
Namo tassa bhagavato
arahato samma sambuddhassa
arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato
Namo tassa bhagavato
arahato samma sambuddhassa
arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato
Namo tassa bhagavato
arahato samma sambuddhassa
arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang
Dutiyampi Buddhang
saranang gacchami
saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang
Dutiyampi Dhammang
saranang gacchami
saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang
Dutiyampi Sanghang
saranang gacchami
saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang
Dutiyampi Buddhang
saranang gacchami
saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang
Dutiyampi Dhammang
saranang gacchami
saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sanghang
Dutiyampi Sanghang
saranang gacchami
saranang gacchami.
So now you took your three refuges very well, and so I will confirm indeed going for refuges is complete, and you can then reply ama bhante. So let's try that together. Sarana-gamanang paripunnang.
Amapante.
So now you're moving on to the 5 precepts. Panatipata
Anatipada.
Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami
Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinadana
Adinadana.
Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami
Veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kame Sumichhajara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami Surameraya Majja Pamadatthana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. So now you took the 5 precepts very well, so I will now encourage you to follow and protect the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts very well and to keep mindful. And you can then reply, Ama Bhante Tisaranena Saddhing Pancha Silang Dhammang Sadhukang Surakkitang Katva Appamadena Sampadetha. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana. Very well. So we are not moving away from the recitation yet, because today, for the first time, I will introduce you to the Burmese pronunciation of the recitation. The Burmese pronunciation is very difficult because it is complicated, but at the same time is a little sloppy. What does it mean, sloppy? Sloppy is when it is not accurate, when the distinction in the different sounds is missing. So, for example, in the Sri Lankan pronunciation, which you learned already, you have 8 sounds which are distinguished. Ta, ta, da, dha, ta, tha, da, dha. In Burmese, you have da, 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 da. Very easy. But that's the problem. That's why we say it is sloppy. So if someone is talking to you in Pali but using Burmese pronunciation, you cannot understand because they do not make the difference in the sounds. And if they do not make the difference, well, you don't understand. Like if someone talks to you and says then you don't understand, right? Because the difference is not there in the sounds. You need to have the difference. So that's why we say that the Burmese pronunciation is sloppy. But at the same time, it is very difficult to learn, especially if you have to pronounce from a text written in English letters. These are not English letters. They are not invented by English people. These letters that you see, they are not invented by English. They are invented by Italians. Ancient Italians. We call them Romans. Roman Empire was a very powerful, very large kingdom in Europe. Later it became Italy, as is Italy today. And they invented these letters. So we do not call these letters English letters. We call them Roman letters because they were invented by the Romans in the Roman Empire. Again, Roman Empire is today Italy. Okay, so these English letters follow the same rules as the Burmese letters when we write in Pali, but the pronunciation is different. Now, first of all, the simplification. Now, here you have this, for example, vadame. You do not need to be careful about the D, whether it will be da or da, blunt da or sharp da. It is always just da. The same thing here. You do not need to worry whether it is vadehi or vadehi. It is always vadehi. So da or da, whether you have dot below the D or no dot, in Burmese you read them the same. Now as for T, the same thing. Sometimes you have T with dot below and without dot below. In Sri Lanka you have to read them different way. Without dot it is ta, ta, blunt T, or it is with the dot below, it will be sharp, ta. Da. Why is it blunt or sharp? Well, it is blunt because you touch the upper floor in your mouth. You touch at the top by the tongue bluntly. If it is sharp, well, then you touch it by the tip of your tongue. Da. Da. Good. So this is a very simple point. Then we have many more. So let's look at some of them and just let it sink in during the week, and next week I hope to repeat it again. Now V, we do not have va sound in Burmese. We have only wa, wa. So this will be Yamahang wadami dan wadehi. Now you may have noticed that instead of tang, I am saying tang. Because in Burmese they do not pronounce the last consonant. The last sound is again a little bit sloppy. And in this case, instead of tang, you say tang. Like you say in French, if you ever heard bonjour, in the same way you have tang. So this, we call it nasal sound because you need to use nose to pronounce it. Dan. If you say or you are using your nose for that. Without nose, you will never be able to pronounce that. So dan. And we have it in all those cases where you have this M with dot below. Here again, M with dot below. We need to read it as an. Yamaha, dan. Here will be aham, anogaham, and so on. Okay, so these first two are relatively easy. Yamaham wadami, dan wadehi. That's what I say. Yamaham wadami, dan wadehi. And what you reply is not amabhante, as you have already learned, but it is amabhante. The T there is sharp. Amabhante. And the N is not clear. The N will be again nasal. Bhante. It will not be bhan. It becomes bhan. Bhante. So let's try that together. So I will say the first sentence and you can then reply Ama Bhante. Yamaha wadami dan wadeta. Okay, this one was very easy, right? So now let's look at the other sentence. And we will be moving to some rules which you need to remember and which will be very confusing. That's why you are training the Sri Lanka pronunciation so long time, so that now when I teach you this confusing style, it will not have it will not destroy your ability to recite with the Sri Lankan style. Okay, so first rule: if it is S, you read it as ta. So we do not read tisaranena, we read titaranena. We do not read saha, we read taha. We do not read panchasilan, we read piensatilan. Now you have already noticed something more that's weird, and that is this C. In Burmese pronunciation, we do not read cha, we read sa. Whenever you see C, it will become sa. Piensatilan. So this will be aham bhante titaranena taha piensatilan dhamma ya sami. Anogahan katwa tilan deta me bhante anukampan upadaya. Alright, so this C and S are 2 of 3 main points. The third one is not in here, or I do not see it here, and that is J. We will see J later in the 5th precept, where we have Majja. In Burmese, they will not read J as J. They will read it as Za. So it is no more Majja, it becomes Mizza. So Sa is moving into Ta, Si, Cha is moving into Sa, and J, Ja is moving into Za. Okay, and that's just the beginning. Not all rules yet. Some more are coming. Those rules are relatively simple. You just need to remember them. Aha, okay, so if I see S, I will read Ta. If I see C, I have to read Sa. If I see J, I have to read Za. Quite simple. But then it becomes a little bit complicated when you are reading double consonants. What are consonants? Consonants are B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Z. So these A, E, I, O, U, they are known as vowels. And the rest are consonants. And if you have double consonant, like here you have NC, or here you have MM, or here you have GG, or elsewhere you have DDH, or here you have CCH. When you have double consonant like that, then again we have several rules that we have to follow if you read Burmese, if you read in Burmese pronunciation. And the first one is that if you have A and double consonant, then it either becomes I or it becomes E. Alright, so for example, now you have A, CCH. Now CCH is double consonant. Alright, so because it is double consonant, there will be some rule. Okay, so it is A, CCH. If it is C, or if it is J, like here we have J, then you will not read it Gachami or Majja. You will read it with I. So it will become Gisami and Miza. Can you see that? So it is Gisami and Miza. And the first consonant just gets cut off. You have to get stuck there, but you do not pronounce it. So it is not gisami, but it is gisami. So you do not read it 2 times, or you do not read it long time. You just get stuck there. You cut that sound for a little while. Gisami. Mi-za. So that's the first one with A. But that's 1A. Now we have 1B, the second part of the first one. And that is, if there is anything else than C or J, and it becomes A. It is not A, it is A, even though it is written as A. For example here, Surah Ketan. So how will we read this in Burmese? Tu, because sa you read S as ta, so it is tu. R in Burmese is read as ra instead of ra in the Indian style. They read it in, let's say, the English style, ra. Tu ra. But now we have here double consonant, right? K and KH. And because it is not C or J, it is K, then it will not become I, but it becomes A. So it is Ture Kitan. Ture Kitan. That's the correct pronunciation of this word. For example here, Appamadena. For P, it is a little easier. It is Appamadena. There is nothing special. But for K, it is. If it is K, if it is, and even with the P, and sometimes with the T and others, you will have to read it as A. A, or I. It is a little complicated. Alright, next we have U. So here you see in Anugahang there is double consonant, GG. Whenever there is double consonant, there will be some roll. So here, because it is U, after U, double consonant shows us that it will become O. So it is not Anugahang, but it is Anogahang. Anogahang. Or here, you have double consonant, right? D and DH. And there is U. So how will you read that? Bo-dang. Not Buddhang. No. That's not Burmese pronunciation. Because there is U and double consonant, it will have to become O. So it is Bo-dang. Bo-dang. Anogahang. I think that's for you, that's all what we have in here. Then we have I roll. If you have I and double consonant, well, we will have that a little later. So that is here, Sikhapadang. So there is double consonant, right? K and KH. So because there is double consonant, K and KH, there will be a roll. And when it is I, it changes into A. So instead of Tikkapada, you remember, you need to read S as Ta. Instead of Tikkapada, it must be Teikkapada. Teikkapada. Here you have also double consonant, right? And N, double N. It is I. There is I in front of it, so it changes according to the roll into A. If it is N or M, it becomes A. If it is K or anything else, it becomes A. So this will be Adena dana. Adena dana. Dekapadan. Adena dana. Alright? So these are the basic roles. And that's all for that reading. You will not have a chance to try it out. This was the first shock for you to see how it is different. Next week I hope to repeat it and we will try it out. Now I want to introduce you to our new story, and I think we didn't get all of your homeworks, right? I got just a few of them. Let me see how many I'm still missing. So those who have sent it to me, please raise your hand. I got just 6, but you're 12. So I got it only from half of you. And but more people are raising their hands. So Valentina, so I will tell you. Max. I got it from Max, from Tenza. Is Tenza here? I don't see Tenza. Tenza didn't come today, right? From Tenza, from Tiri, from Tiri, second time? Tiri, you made it 2 times? Is it possible? Or am I reading it wrong? Yeah. Tiri. It says Tiri. Here 1 time?
Wait, it says Tiri twice?
Yeah, I have. It seems you wrote it 2 times. And then I have from Emily.
My dad did it on accident.
I have it from Emily and from Zoe. So I do not have Andrea's homework. I do not have Valentina's homework. I do not have May's homework, even though they say that they did it.
I don't know if you see it, but I did post it like a while ago. I'm not sure if it's on your site though.
I see. May, did you send it?
Yeah, my dad replied it on Facebook.
Okay, okay.
My father said he put it on Facebook.
So I would like to ask you all to do always your homeworks 1 day in advance, and send it to Ma Wawa Mie, to Tiri's mom, so that she can send it to me well on time.
So I did it yesterday.
Yeah, yes. Better do it 2 days in advance, or as soon as possible you can, so that you can easily send it to the responsible person, and then we don't have a problem. So I will ask you all to check again whether whether Mawawa Mie has received your homework, and those who have not done it, I will ask you to do it. What are you doing? You're writing 4 lines or 4 sentences about why do you meditate? Why do you learn the Buddha's teachings? So that's the homework. All right, so now let's move on to our new story. I have prepared a new story. I have noticed that we do not have many drawings for our previous story, so you may like to contribute now. Yes, please remove your Zoom hands. You may like to contribute drawing for our old story. So our old story was the second part of the story about the little merchant with the water pot, about how he took a water pot and sugar, and then he sold them for more money than they cost. He got the money, then he bought some grass or things. He gave it to people, and then he got even more money, and then he bought some other things. He gave that to people. They supported him. They gave him even more, and like this, he became richer and richer and richer, until from a quarter of a, let's say quarter of a dollar, he got $200,000. So little by little he became very rich. So you may like to read that story. It's in our group, And now there is a new story, and that is also a story about business, but the other way, the not successful business style. So you may like to read what to avoid and how to be careful when you're doing business. Now to do business, you need to be clever and you need to have a lot of knowledge. That's why you go to school, so that you get knowledge. But school is not enough. You need to read and study outside. You need to follow courses and read books and speak with people and watch documentaries. Those are movies which are specifically about true knowledge. That's true. All right, so that's the story about a merchant, about someone who was selling, but he was foolish. He sold and he lost. And he did not lose just for himself, but he lost also for the king. So this is the new story, and I would like to invite you all to make your drawings for this story as well. I hope to add a new story every week, so please do not wait with drawing. Make your drawing and share it with us in the comments as soon as possible. I have changed the style. Previously I didn't comment anything. Now I will always comment to all of your drawings. So please draw there something and I will write for you something. Okay? So that's for our story. I will share it also in Viber. And that's all for today. I wish you all to be happy, to be healthy. May you be successful in everything you do, and may you soon attain the eternal bliss of Nibbana.
Goodbye, Venerable Sir.